This is Tyson's shit, and these are his bag, his sparring gloves that we've been sparring with. As you can see, there's no fucking padding in here, and all the padding's in the back of his fucking glove. Look at that shit. I could touch my other side of my finger with this shit, and there's shit falling out from the middle of the glove. Does he know who the fuck I am? He must not know, does he? Does he? What? Oh, he does not know. Look at this shit, man. And then, hold on, these are the sparring gloves they told me they got for me. These thick ass, look at, hold on, let's see, watch the squeeze. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Watch this shit. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? So we have more testimony of Tyson Fury cheating. It seems like the list just keeps getting longer and longer the more time goes by. We've already heard Tyson Fury's former sparring partner reveal what Tyson Fury did in sparring against his own teammate. We already know what Tyson Fury did in the Deontay Wilder fight, the first one and the second one Tyson Fury cheated. And let me go ahead and respond to some of the fans. Every once in a while, I'll see someone post a comment in the comment section saying, "Hey Dante, are you gonna apologize after Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder in the third fight?" And I said to this one guy, I responded to him right away. And I said, apologize for what? What did I say that has changed? Every single thing I told you guys about Tyson Fury cheating in the first and second fight was 100% accurate. It was true. For you to say, oh, are you going to offer an apology now that Tyson Fury has won the third fight? Imagine if Luis Resto didn't get banned from the sport of boxing and they allowed them to have a rematch, him and Billy Collins. Luis Resto was a fighter back in the 80s that got caught tampering with his gloves after he beat Billy Collins. Well, Luis Resto, he was banned from the sport of boxing for his whole life. But just like Tyson Fury to Wilder, Luis Resto was actually a better boxer than the guy he cheated against, Billy Collins. So if they would have had a rematch, Luis Resto, he would have most likely won the rematch without cheating. Do you think anyone would say, hey man, are you going to apologize to Luis Resto now? It doesn't change the fact that this man, Luis Resto, cheated in the first fight. Okay, now before I get into what Derek Chisora said, another name added to this long list of people accusing Tyson Fury of cheating in the ring. Before we talk about that, I want to make this clear. You guys can go back and watch my previous videos. Before the Fury-Wilder third fight took place, I told you guys that both fighters have everything to lose in this fight. I said because if Tyson Fury loses this fight, then that would show and prove that he could only beat Deontay Wilder if he was cheating. And I said, and if Deontay Wilder loses this fight, that means Tyson Fury was still able to beat him even when he wasn't cheating. But now looking at the third fight, it looked like Deontay Wilder was never the same since the beating he took in the second fight when Tyson Fury was cheating. Because when you go back and you watch the first fight, you can see a difference. You see a huge difference when it comes to Deontay Wilder, how energetic he was. In this third fight, Deontay Wilder was out on his feet like around the third round. Deontay Wilder himself admitted that he was out of it after the third round, which explains why he was just standing there with his hands down throughout the whole fight. And that's the one thing that surprises me. As big as Tyson Fury was, it surprises me that Wilder was still able to make this fight look more like Ali and Frazier rather than Tyson versus Spinks. Deontay Wilder, he managed to stay in this fight for 11 rounds with only one punch, his right hand. And it was a wild right hand. It wasn't even controlled. It wasn't even accurate. And he managed to stay in the fight that long, which is the reason why I truly believe if Deontay Wilder, in the condition he was in, if he can give Tyson Fury that kind of fight, oh man, Dillian Whyte is going to be a nightmare for Tyson Fury. He's going to be a nightmare. And I know everyone is saying, oh, come on, man, get out of here. White has zero chance, et cetera, et cetera. But you have to be honest and you have to ask yourself this question. Just looking at how Deontay Wilder performed, who do you think would perform better against Tyson Fury? Dillian Whyte or Deontay Wilder? Or probably the better way of asking the question is, will Dillian Whyte perform better than Deontay Wilder did? And I think all of us will say yes. If he performs better than Deontay Wilder did, Deontay Wilder almost beat Tyson Fury. So just by you admitting that Dillian Whyte would do better, you're already admitting that this is going to be a very, very difficult fight for Tyson Fury to win. That's the way I see the fight playing out. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into what Derek Chisora said about Tyson Fury cheating.
You know, I never said this in publicly, bro, before, you know, and I think between me and him, he knows, yeah, that, you know, I really like Tyson. He's a good character in the game, you know. He's a very intelligent man. But the Tyson I boxed at that time, he was a cheating basically. Yeah, and he's I call him a for that time. But the Tyson now, he's a cool guy. I like him. Or maybe it's because he's a billionaire. He's a millionaire now. The old broke Tyson is he's a cheating. But that's between me and him anyway. He knows why he did, and I don't like it.
Like I said, guys, the list just keeps getting longer and longer when it comes to allegations of Tyson Fury cheating in the ring against opponents. How come none of these people are saying these things about AJ? How come they never said these things about Deontay Wilder? Hell, Lennox Lewis. Why are they consistently saying this about Tyson Fury? It's a rhetorical question. You hear Derek Chisora say, you know, he know what he did and I don't like it. But then at the beginning he says, but I like him now and I'm cool. And he said, that's between me and him. So in a way, it's like he's saying, look, man, I'm not going to out you, but that was cold what you did to me. I ain't going to tell the public exactly what you did, but that was cold what you did to me. How much do you guys want to bet Tyson Fury is not going to deny Derek Chisora's allegations? Of course he's not going to deny the allegations, just like he didn't deny when Dillian Whyte said that he knocked him out or knocked him down multiple times in sparring, right? He never denied that. At the end of the day, no matter how many wins Tyson Fury gets from this point on, from the third Wilder fight on, it does not change the fact that he has a long history of cheating. From testing positive when it comes to PEDs, to bribing people just to get out of him lying about testing positive for PEDs. This man has a long history of cheating, but old media, they have no integrity, so they will ignore this just because he has the complexion for the protection and he beat a black boxer. He beat a black undefeated champion. The UK, they built a statue for Tyson Fury after he beat Deontay Wilder. Did you guys know that? The question is, how come they didn't build a statue for him after he beat Vladimir Klitschko? We know what time it is, don't we? So I expect more people to come out as time goes by. You know, the truth comes to the top slowly but surely. So don't be surprised if more people start to come out and expose Tyson Fury for what he has done in the ring. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man ScalpCarolinas on Instagram. Contact them at 704-499-3471 and make sure you follow them on Instagram. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.